bum. Bum 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 doo bum boom bum. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Bum 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 bum. It's Joe Daddy. Okay, get anyone to go to a welfare check and see if Joe Daddy is doing. Here's Joe Daddy. I'm right here, Yachty. Girl, come on. Bo, how are you today? Claire's here. Striper, what's going on? Elizabeth is here. Elizabeth of California. Claire's here. Let's see. We have Yachty, Claire, Bo. Let me see from the top. Yachty, Bo, Yachty, Striper, Bo, Yachty, Kathy, Cup. Kathy, the Cup is here. Yep. He's tardy to his own party. Tardy to his party. That's a rhyme. I know it. I know, Mr. Cocktail. That's the rhyme. So let's see. Oh, what is going on in everyone's life? There's Victoria. Victoria from New Yorkia. Hey, Victoria. How about if she lived in Astoria, Queens? Victoria from Astoria. But you'd have to already know that. And here's Striper from Stripper. How's it hanging? Loose. It's hanging loose. How you hanging? What's up? How you hanging? Hanging, you know. How you dressing? There's a question for you. If I ask someone, let's say I'm a tailor. Okay, I'll be a tailor. I'll be James Taylor, and I said to you, sir, okay, we're going to make this suit for you. How do you dress? If I say to you dress left or right, I'll give you all the clues. What does that mean? Come on, all of you ladies out there who are seamstressers. Where's Delilah when we need her? And Delilah's not here. The wit of knee. Whitney. Kathy, what up? Yeah. Where's Victoria going? Moving to Queens? What? You're moving to Queens right now? Why are you moving to Queens, Victoria? Oh, you're moving to Queens, I know. Oh, Victoria of Astoria. There you go. There you go. I got hung up in my own joke and lost it. All right. Everyone seems in a good mood today. It's Friday, according to my computer. Because I don't remember days anymore. I don't remember nights. Don't remember days. This is a nice little group of people, all friends, sitting here at the coffee shop. There's a low hum about everyone speaking and talking. And Narissa's here too. Good morning, Narissa. We're glad you were here. Your dad lives on the last stop of the F train in Queens. Is that where that gentleman's club is out there? No, I think that's off before that. That's all the way out near LaGuardia, isn't it? Or is it? No, it still keeps going. Yes, LaGuardia. The former, what was he, mayor of New York City. Well, the mayor of New York City, de Blasio, broke up a Hasidic funeral. There are two schools of thought on that. What the hell is he doing? Breaking up funerals. But then again, you know, to comply with the law, your religion really has nothing to do with that. So everybody has to comply. LaGuardia. I used to take LaGuardia down here. I would, and JFK. I would fly JetBlue right down here, fly right over my head. Oh no, we don't have the flight pattern, but right there, and that's it. It's Friday, and I get to drink wine and relax. All right, it was bananas, banana wine, fruit of the vine. It's who Charlie's here. Who Charlie's here. The day can begin. Charlie, the Prince of Ooh, is here. I can't believe it's nay either. What is that? What are we talking about? What time is? I can't believe it's May. Oh, yes. I know, right? It's Mayday. Attention, all ships at sea. All ships at sea, look for an adrift raft. You want an adrift raft? I don't know. You know, so someone's in there. Did I ever tell you guys a story? I should have a graphic that goes up. Joe Daddy story time. They're cutting grass. The pollen sucks, and that's what happens in the morning to Joe Daddy. I think it was Kristen who said when I was singing one night we were doing the show, Joe, you're seem to be cleared up in the evening time. It doesn't bother me. Okay. So, yes, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Joe Daddy was actually in the Navy, as you know, and 1 year, 1 day in band camp, 1 day at band camp, 1 day at band camp. No, I was in the Navy, and we rescued an adrift cabin cruiser from the Devil's Triangle. Sure to be lost at sea forever. These lads were on a cabin cruiser, had going on a fishing trip, and they were floating around in the Atlantic. Hold on a second. They were floating around there for 4 days. Four long days. They were adrift with no food and little water, although they were surrounded by water. You can drink your urine, you know, just one. I mean, not for fun, you know, like you know, but for reals. Joe wishes he was at band camp. Yes, I played the guitar in a marching band. I can actually say one time at band camp. You can whip because I know you have that capacity. And what did you play with? Tell us. I won't be surprised. One time at band camp. Claire is a dream. We know that. So my daughter, Neve's. Oh, no kidding. Neve is birthday today at the end of the month. So we're organizing. Birthday at the end of the month. Oh, okay, I thought it was today. A Skype party for her. Oh, that'd be great. Would you like me to dress up as Santa Claus? Well, it's the wrong time of year, but, well, everyone knows who Santa is. If you dress up like a May person, oh, it's near Mother's Day, so perhaps Mother's Day's in the middle of the month. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just drifting here. So we rescued someone from Devil's Triangle. Very interesting. And our screw guards protect the screws so that when the waves take the ship out of the water, if anything is around by, it won't get sucked underneath. Is essentially it, but that's not really it. But anyway, there's screw guards that stick out. Well, the screw guards, we asked them if they want to come on board. The captain did, and they wanted to come on board. And so they had to come alongside, and there were waves, 30-foot waves. So in the process of doing that, our screw guard came down on the canopy of the cabin cruiser. Now, they could give a shit because, they're being saved. So 3 guys are saved, we'll bring them aboard. And then we put the cabin cruiser in tow, and we're going to head back to Mayport, Florida. That was the closest port of call for us to be able to take care of that. So we did not know at the time. The captain didn't know. We had no idea that these guys, we gave them clothes and everything, and, they showered, that kind of stuff, though. They were okay. But the boat was being towed and had a crushed canopy. And we did not know that they rented that boat. So the owner of the boat said that he was going to sue the Navy or do something like that. And we immediately, because I was sending a message, we immediately put the old, once they surrendered it, once you recover it, it's yours at sea. And that argument would stand up is that possession's 2/3 of the law, and it does apply at sea. And they wanted to come on board, and we took the vessel. Now, we were gladly bringing back a damaged vessel to the owner, and if he didn't want to play that way, we just keep the boat. He acquiesced, and so we went on our way. We went back to sea. All right. Now, hang on, Tim. Okay, executive should dress up as a pimp. What the hell's that come from? A pimp? Yachty. I don't know if you've seen any pimps lately, but I'm not one today. Pimp. A pimpsicle. Let's see what happens now. Sorry, Claire. Happy birthday to your daughter at the end of the month. One time at band camp. Yes, you are a clarinetist. So you kind of like, oh, it was a reed instrument, right? So you would put it in your mouth and blow, sort of like. So you got it right? Am I right? Something like that. Yes. I'd love to hear you play. So if you would please pull out your clarinet, we'd like to see it. Kristen Live Acres, ladies and gentlemen of KristenLiveAcres.com, the YouTube channel. You should wear your bikini for a Skype party. You're speaking to I'm sure, Whitney, Victoria, Bo, all of the other ladies, right? Yes. And there's Saren. Hello, Saren. Nice to see you. Yeah, let's see what we have here. What the hell is this? Yes, that's some position there. The things I get. Is that your fulcrum? Yes. Okay, so here we go now. You make a fine wine like Joe Daddy, maybe. Pimp Joe Daddy. Pimp Joe Daddy. Everybody, it's Pimp Joe Daddy Day. Joe Daddy story time is the best. That's the time when we tell 85% truths. Because you're allowed, some percentage of, poetic license. Okay, we're going back to Wednesday real quick. Okay, yes? Yes, I did see it. Yes, I got it. So I want to get back to Whitney and the clarinet. Oh, yes, most definitely. It builds up the mouth muscles. So, Whitney, have you found that to be something you could use later on in life? I mean, you did that in high school, I guess. Yes, okay. Well, it's never too early to begin the clarinet. Do you know who Pete Fountain is? He was my favorite clarinetist. Okay, Yachty. You should take up an instrument. Yeah, I know you probably have instruments that you take up. That didn't come out right. You must do a great job on other instruments too. Nothing gets by our collective organization here, the organization of gutter minds. I never think of these things. Never, never, never. I am as pure as the driven snow. Well, sometimes, you know, do you ever notice when people pee on the snow, they don't just pee on the snow, they just make designs on the snow? I guess women don't, but did you ever want to? One time at band camp in the winter, did I tell you the time where when we were not sort of like in lockdown, but we were at general quarters on my ship, and I was in the communications room, the radio shack. The radio shack, yeah, man, that's where we hung out. And we weren't, it was a very secure place, you know, they'd have to tap on and we'd slide up the window and all that kind of stuff and decipher a lock to get in, you know, very, very cloak and dagger stuff. And, well, we were in there, we were getting too lazy, so we had the shell of a helmet, and we used that to pee in because we're too lazy. We put it over in the corner, we just pee in that thing. You know, guys, stupid, you know. Until the officer of the watch walks in and said, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What's wrong, Skip? You're peeing in a... Get it out of here. All right, so we take the junior guy who's never done this. Said, all right, go dump that over the side. So now we're steaming along. Right. So this guy, I've never done this before at all, goes out, and he takes the helmet shell, and there's maybe, I don't know, what is it, 4 quarts or something of urine in it? I don't know. It's disgusting. So he takes it, and he didn't realize that you have to throw those things downwind. So he tosses it like that and right back on him. Yes. Yeah, right back on him. He had that duty. And then he had to go shower and also Where's Whit going? Is Whit going to work already? Whit, take the day off. No, you go to work. But Whitney, we would not mind if you played the clarinet Saturday night as sort of the entertainment. You know, it would be nice. You could come and blow a couple tunes. You know. Do you call it that, blowing on clarinet? What do you call it? Playing, I guess. Playing with or blowing clarinet is sufficient, I imagine, is what you guys say. I don't know. I never, you know, no. I have a mouth harp. That's about all I can do sometimes. Where is it? I got all kinds of things here. I guess I've lost it. I have 6 of them, all in different keys. How about that? All different keys. Harmonicas are all different keys. Did you know that? I'm sure some of you are smart enough to know that. Whit would know that. Anyway, so we'll get back to that later. I will think about it. Goodbye, everyone. Whit, come on. It would be a great thing. It'd be like show and tell, and it's your turn. Have a great day at work, Whit. We're proud of you. The whole family is here. You and Kathy, and how many others who actually go to work during these times? Claire would, but, you know, I mean, I think she's on a vacances or holiday. Claire hasn't been pure since she was 16. Pure 16. At a theater near you. Yes, you don't want to miss Pure 16, the story of a young woman and how she stumbles through her sexual life until her early 40s. Still unmarried without children. Still stumbling. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. So good on her, whoever she is. At 15, yeah, you go, girl. All lost. All lost. Whoa. Man, you jumped in with both barrels there, didn't you? Yeah. It was an exciting time, I'm sure. I was reminded by the censors that I must make sure I remain. Or was that the consensus? Or was it the census? Or the sensors that I have plugged in? That's what it was. The sensors I have plugged in remind me that I have to be careful. Bo was 16, I was 15, and we all had good times. Kathy was only 13. My, oh my. No. And we do not, by the way, to the authorities listening, we do not condone anything that is against the law. Anything. Anything. And that goes for violating age requirements or just violating. We don't believe in that. We don't. Unless it's cosplay or something like that. Okay, here we go. I was 18, oh my God. Oh my God. Well, you are Victoria, so you choose your time. Striper was 20. Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about, you know, what are we talking about here? I mean, like, well, I was in the White House, and this girl, Monica Lewinsky, she came over, and she's a cute little thing, and she showed me she's wearing a thong, and I didn't have sexual relations with that girl, Monica Lewinsky, he's trying to say, but he can't spit it out because he gets excited. I do get excited about that. So he had fellatio, which was served at the White House that day for lunch. And, you know, but as he said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. I did not. Fellatio is not sexual relation. Well, you know what? It's crossing a line there. I bet your wife might say, Bill, you lame bastard, what are you doing? You're the president, for God's sake. I know, hell, but you like girls, and I never get any. All right. I was 21 and was a late bloomer. Yeah, but you've made up for it. We know that. All you have to do is talk to Kathy about anything like that. She'll tell you. She's very forthcoming because her band camp started at 21. We're talking about the S word. Syphilis. I mean, I don't know what your S word is. Yep. Kathy definitely made up for that. Kathy is continually making up for it. She hadn't stopped. I have an echo here, beating the drum. Oh, that's another thing I need to get. Not only mannequins, I need to get my timbales, my bada-bada-bee. So instead of beating on my desk, I will be beating on the conga drums. Ooh, it's your daddy. So, you know, we got that going for us. So those are things to come in the future. Coming in the future is what it's all about. Or now, you know, whatever you're doing. I mean, that's fine. All right, Claire, we want details. Details at 11. What are we missing? Do tell sometime about the first time with a woman. You're asking everyone or just Claire? Let's see, Claire Bow, it's a date. Damn. Can I be the videographer, please? You let me, thanks. I won't say that I will be able to keep, oh, I know. Yeah. We'll use a steady cam. No matter how much hijinks is going on, that camera will say, it is on a, they use the, what do we call that? What do we call that in the Navy? That was a, oh, what the hell was it? The compass, it was a, I forget what it is now, but it will stay level. Not like my hand, but it will stay level while the ship is going up and down, it will stay level. Gyro, a gyro compass. Okay, you guys don't even need to know what that shit is. Okay, we can just set up a camera somewhere, and that'll be much more fun. No close-ups then. Is that what you mean, love? All right then. Okay, that's fine. I mean, whatever. But if I'm directing, okay, I'm just filming. Yes, gyroscope. Gyroscopic. Gyroscope. It's a gyroscope. A gyroscope. Yes. Like a gyro compass. It just, but the camera is also like that. So you'll see guys running along with this thing on them, but the camera stays. It's a brilliant, brilliant invention. All right. Do you use a gyroscope at home when you're filming, Kathy? It's perfect in the boudoir. You can gyrate all you want, and it will stay put. Well, that's what you want anyway. Sure you can. Absolutely. It sounds like a plan. That's a special day at band camp. I'm still wondering what Striper is talking about, the S word. What am I missing? Oh, it's Striper. We're talking about the Striper word. Safe word. Striper. Remember that, everyone. This month we're using the safe word as Striper. So make sure you tell your partners. Striper is the word. Imagine if you are in a compromising position and you can't remember you cannot remember, or you're unable to say the word because you might have something like a ball gag or something. And you know, Kathy, you know what I mean. So you might have to act it out like charades. Now you're in pain and it's getting to be too much and you're going like, sounds like, you know, in 2 syllables. And, you know, it could be, that might really be actually the basis for a new sitcom. Oh, you weren't where? Oh, sorry. Yes, okay, yeah. Oh, I got you. Yes, I see that. You work. Yes, I read. I read that as fast. That's why I only pick up half the words. I see Joe and I saw videographer. And then I saw you holding the camera. But you were holding something else. Joe Daddy can join in anytime he likes if the camera stays put. Okay, all right. We got it now. We need a tell-all. It wasn't long ago when I wandered up the staircase and I went to knock on the door, but I saw a sliver of light coming from the edge, so I just pushed the door lightly, and it swung open. And what I saw in front of me, to this day, shakes me to my very core. there were 7 women. Young women. The youngest was probably 25, maybe 22. They must be in their 50s by now, but back then, I had never seen such things. Wonderful things. Things that we've all held in our minds for such a long time. Things we don't speak of at cocktail parties. We only speak at behind closed doors. Locked doors. Padded, soundproof rooms. Yes. Fun for the whole family. Yes, you'll have fun there. So, gyroscopes, yes, those are like trampolines, but not. I always recommend a short, basic, safe word. Also a hand signal when you are gagged. Oh, when you're gagged, I thought you said engaged. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Yes, and you want to make sure your partner remembers that word. Kind of like who's on the shift. You know, you should put it on a grease board. Say, just a word for the day. Okay, now what is that today's word or was that yesterday's word? You have to erase the old words. But I still think mine is the best. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Hard to forget. And hard to get out. So, if you hear this. What? I know that's not the safe word. What? What the hell? Yellow bird. I always recommend to all of my playmates, Claire says, short, basic, safe words. I personally wouldn't use one. I mean, I would adhere to the rules, but sometimes when I'm playing that loud electric, you know, like pulsating music with my headsets, I won't hear anything. We lose a lot of people that way. But, you know, it's all in good fun, right? You and your friend Brian's word. Sorry, guys, I'm listening in the background, just trying to get some work done. What kind of work are you doing today, Kristen Live Acres? So, all right, anyone who plays a musical instrument, Saturday night is, you have to bring your instrument. Saren, you have to bring your instrument. Is Saren here? Saren's listening somewhere, I think. Yes, I saw her walk in. She sat down very quietly. Actually, Saren's going to help me with something musically. It is music. Nobody's going to buy it, Saren. We may have to record it. Good luck, Kristen, trying to get her worked out of this conversation. This is a monologue. Oh, except I'm getting dialogue. I get the dialogue from you. I get the cues from you guys. Guys and gals. From you guys and gals. All the guys and gals are tuning in, and that's what's happening. This just in, as we are always tied to the news. Yeah, there's some real problems going on in Michigan. Did you see those people that are armed because they're allowed to be armed in the face? I mean, in the faces of the National Guard and the police. Are they crazy? First of all, I know that we need to be set free. Everybody needs to be out and doing their thing, right? we've never had this type of pandemic in recent times, right? So people need to leave their homes. They need to work. They need to do things. But by bandishing a gun in front of the authorities is stupid. That's a battle you will lose. And of course, even though we don't want anything to come to violence like that, but just can't do it. Shouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But I understand their frustrations, you know. I mean, come on. Now, here's what I believe. I have a manifesto. Uh-oh, Joe Daddy's manifesto. So here's what I think. This is for the U.S., and if I'm not speaking about other countries, but you can join in. See, I believe that it is China's fault how all this got started. I believe it. I think it's the lab thing. I do, but I think it's pretty certain it started in China. And, you know, they're trying to cover that up, so that's usually an indication. I think that they should be, first of all, we should not stop tariffs with those people. As a matter of fact, we should double the tariffs on them or get trillions of dollars from them, and they are to pay our citizens for the disruption. All over the world, anyone in the UK, everything, they are to pay, you know, £1,000 or whatever it is a month for 6 months or longer. You know, collectively, we made them who they are today. All of our businesses over there, all the pharmaceuticals and all that kind of stuff, they should pay. We should take all those businesses back, right? There should be sanctions against them. We made them who they are. We did. We contributed. This country gave them money, was giving them money, and they were giving none in return. We're changing that. But it's a terrible thing, and they should be punished for that. The leadership, the country should be, I think. Why not? Why not? It just be like a civil suit, in which case everyone else in the world wins against China, and they must pay restitution to all of us. Yep. Where's Mario? Mario's here? Do. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean in, oh, right. To put up on the screen, right. I don't know how that works with this. How do you put graphics up? I should look at a YouTube tutorial. Or one of you can for me. No. We have over 5,000 students that need to be submitted by next week. Okay, did you say something earlier? Sorry, guys, I'm listening in the background. I'll get some work. In my office, I'm submitting real estate courses to the Department of Business and Professional Regulations. I'm in my office submitting real estate courses. Okay. So, you're submitting real estate courses that you've taken? I don't quite follow. You work for a company that's doing that. You have over 5,000 students that need to be submitted by next week. Oh. I guess I'm never really certain what it is you do. Excuse me, because I think that vacation homes, you have a service that preps those for new arrivals, cleans them, I guess, and then you have Kristen Live Acres, your video channel. And this job, submitting applications, Kristen is a go-getter. She's always doing something. Sarin, sweet music. Well, don't know about that. Well, so they need to be submitted by next week. So you represent a testing company? What? Just spit it out. But those 5,000 students need to get their information in. So is everything opening up in states around the United States today? It's Mayday. Mayday, Mayday. All ships at sea. I went through the Mayday already. Let's go. You sound like, oh, that's Kristen. Okay. Nobody's typing. Okay. No, spitters or quitters. Yeah, I guess. That's a lovely bird. Swallows. See, that's a double entendre, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, that's a triple entendre because a bird in the UK, what? You're all birds. Except Charlie isn't. He'd like to be. Striper is not. The way I see it, see that phrase lends itself to more to follow. If I like you, swallow. If I don't, then I spit. You see that? If you don't like them, why would you be doing that in the first place? There's a gray area here. I mean, I just don't understand. What are we talking about anyway? Talking about walking down the street? Unbelievable. It's full of vitamin C. Hey, hey, Carrie. Hey, hey, Carrie. What's that girl of you have on? Hey, hey, Carrie. All right, well, I mean, like, that like is too close to the beginning of the sentence, but okay. Okay, well, you'll change your mind later on when you, or maybe you won't. Who wouldn't? You know, that I've never heard that, but that is probably, I don't know if that has anything to do with trust, but, you know, it does speak to the character and their playfulness. No, I mean, if it was, you know, happening versus pouring a glass of, but, you know, if, you know, when, you just have to, you know, scooch up against the wall, put your legs up, but, oh, I'm sorry. Video at 11. Does anyone have plans for the weekend? Well, I may play golf again. I played golf yesterday, actually, over there at the sanitized golf course. No, not a glass of anything, no. No, you can't do it that way. Yes. So, yes, kind of like, let's see, get up as close to the wall as you can and start going climbing up it, the wall. And then your legs come. So the weather has been nice. Yeah, right. It's been lovely. Yeah. It's Florida. Yesterday it was raining in the morning. Still went over to play in the afternoon. We were playing at 3:45. It was overcast. We didn't have any sprinkles, no. And then within an hour and a half, it was blue skies, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Yeah. You can take a walk on the beach, but you can't sit down. I thought our beaches were open. I think it's county by county. Yeah. by county, by county. So my county's beaches are open. And I believe, okay. You're going to go out for a bit. You're going out for a bit. I'm getting cabin fever staying in so long. All right. Yeah, I mean, or you can have someone come in, or go out. Has that business we were talking about reopened yet, Striper? No. I'm finished with that already. Thank you, Kathy. It's not suitable for you two. See, that is really ridiculous. If you can, see, that creates 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., a rush of people for 3 hours. Right? I mean, I think that is ludicrous. I think that defeats the purpose of social, distancing or whatever it's called. And it says, okay, line up, let's go. We're open now, and they all rush in there. Next Friday. Well, I never. Okay, well, if they do, that's fine. I think I'm going to open my pool again. And only certain beach access. So you have all these people from a parking lot that go like this, or from the streets, and they're going to go, or they're coming in to funnel right in here. I'm sorry, it's 6 feet. Boom, and you have to wait your turn. Boom, 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 boom. Next family. Boom. I mean, it's a little ridiculous, isn't it? Isn't it? It's ridiculous, isn't it? What is up, isn't it? There are police officers standing at the beach access that are open to take your temperature before you're allowed to enter. Oh, am I hot? Okay, so here's a thought. Okay, just feature this for a moment. You're standing in the sun, and you're 15th in line. They're taking forever. The girl up there, about 5 in front of you, has got a little bit of a fever. Well, you can't go, and she's raising a fuss. So you're standing. The sun is beating down on you. When you get up, that's your time. You're too hot. Do they have little signs that say, put a hat on to keep your forehead cool? It's just ridiculous. It's tomfoolery, it is. It is just a little gun. They put it on your, they did it to me at the hospital, just put it on their boot. Okay, you can go. Yes, they do also do rectal temperatures, but that's behind a curtain, and it's only the people that really want it. It's a larger thermometer, too. Yeah. It's kind of different, but it's, it doesn't really hurt, I'm told. Yeah, I go for checkups and stuff like that, of course. And they called me and I said, I'm not even going anywhere near any place where you have to give blood. Okay? That's just, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, call me old fashioned. Just call me when everything clears up. Temporal temperature. Yes, temporal temperature. Yeah, it's a lot of question. A lot of he said, she said. Oh, we're talking about, oh yeah, this is different. Hey, Jennifer's in the house. Hey, Jen. Howdy. Temporal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, they all should be that way. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. I'm just trying to catch up here a little bit. You know, yes, it doesn't hurt too much, I guess, you know. On Skype tomorrow, oh, you'll tell us a funny story about the subject of, okay, we'll do that. That's good. See, you can say anything you want on Skype because only the people at Google are listening. So that's okay. You know, they're weirdos anyway. Not that your story's weird, Claire, at all, um, but you know what I mean. Call me whatever you want. Okay. Jennifer has to go through a lot of hoops when she goes to work. Hula hoops. Those are the only kind of hoops you need to go through to get in here. Hula hoops. To be fair, I'm pretty weird. People don't always like me. To be fair, we love you. What, are you kidding me? Who doesn't like you? We will summarily just reprimand them. Well, let's see more news. I'm glad it's coming in. Okay. Congress calls on, and then it went blank. Why are you looking over there? I don't know. Okay. It's that new girl that's in here working. Somebody sent me a message. Who is this? Who wrote this to me? Man, dudes. People I don't hear from for months and months and months. Only time I hear from them. Yeah, okay. I'm going to sell I'm going to sell MDS. Anybody wants to buy it? I got to look that up. Someone who knows about those things needs to tell me. I'm sure that MaydecemberSociety.com would be of value to one of these dating places. They could feast on all the peeps. But you have to maintain the community. I'm tired of getting stupid requests. Okay. So Kristen's leaving. Oh. See you tomorrow. Have a great day, Kristen. I gotta get back to this to be fair. I'm pretty weird. I think not. I find you completely normal. But I, have jaundiced colored, glasses. Okay. The weather has been so nice. It's great. Down here, it's just beautiful. We are all normal. I don't think there is a normal. I don't know what a normal is. Normal is as normal does. You don't get this insight just anywhere, My family thinks I'm weird, unlikable, and unlikable. That's where it comes from. Oh, I see. Zach. Yes, there is no normal. What about you, Joe? Was I a popular kid back in the day? Oh, let's see. Well, maybe. I was always gregarious. So, I was always out there and I would talk to people and just do things, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe somewhat. When I was in grade school, leaving grade school to go to high school, I was one of those things and most likely to succeed or something like that I got. And then when I left high school, years later, I was inducted into their Hall of Fame. So that, maybe I was just notorious. I don't know. But it's weird. People do weird things, and you don't even know if any of that stuff's true. It's someone else's perception of you. Because, they may just be, that guy's doing all these things, man. Claire's family is so misguided. They went through the barrier, off the cliff. They are nuts. Our Claire is so charming and beautiful, inside and out. A loving mother who actually, she benefits from her being mistreated. Her kids will be as normal can get in our lives. You know what I mean? She's exactly who they need. She's the perfect mom. The loving wife. She's all that. You're always making friends and losing them. Why do you suspect you were losing friends, Kathy? Yeah, don't let your mom crawl into your head. Jeez. Yachty, how was your shower? Was it wet? It was a wet shower. Claire is a wonderful person. Those kids, man, her children would benefit just so much. And I don't really know her husband that well. I've said hello to him, sort of. But we know that if Claire took up with him, he's aces in our book. That's right. He's good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. You landed that tasty little muffin. I need new glasses. That's why I went to these round ones, because they're hardly ever used in the bifocals, bisexual focals. So that way I can see all of you there and Charlie at the same time. You know, I try to cover all the bases here because we are an all-encompassing group of people who do not discriminate in any way, matter, or form. Unless you're going to harm one of us, then we will defend. That's what we do. Yes, we need to get some graphics up so I can put this up. Yes, it was a steamy shower. One of the guys I hung out with said he couldn't hang out with me anymore because I had a crush on him. Then his friends wouldn't talk to you. Ah, yes. I tell Dee I agree with him because I can see your picture much more clearly with my bifocals on. And the little part that is close up is, it's close up. I don't use it as much. I really don't need these so much. I could increase the type and take them off, but this is crystallizes it. It's crystal clear. So you had a crush on this guy, and his friends wouldn't talk to you anymore, and he just said he didn't like you because you had a crush. And in high school at band camp, one of the guys I'm in a circle of friends felt me up. His girlfriend called me a liar. They all ostracized me, which really hurt because I didn't even tell the teacher and didn't get him in trouble. Well, so you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's wrong. That's terrible. That's abuse. You know that's abuse. Ah. That's a shame, Kathy. And you know, but today, I'm sure a lot less of that goes on, I would think. They had a powder puff league. No, I wanted to play football with the boys. Well, they didn't want you getting hurt. They didn't let girls play football in my high school either. And why do you think that is? Those of you who pay attention. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Right. Of course, now you tell people to fuck off. You say, fuck off, mate. What the fuck? Like the princess she is. So, what else? What else is happening this weekend? Anybody doing anything special? Can anyone go anywhere? Are you still in lockdown, Claire, over there across the pond? Oh, I see. You play football in elementary school. There you go. A sweary princess. Oh yeah, she's all of that. Yeah. Ah, yes. Oh, ah. My stuffed animals and puppets have asked to go outside today. And I said, I think we still need to be quarantined for you guys. For a moment there, I thought you said I'm still strapped in the house, but it's trapped. But at least you can move around the house, which is good. All right. Yachty's back. Ooh, Charlie was, he's not here right now, but I think Charlie's working now, so he's off to work. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Striper, when are we going to get back to boxing matches? Any word yet on that? Is Striper around? Kathy might know. Kathy knows. Where's our little Sonia? Miriam, where are you? No, I know you feel like, yeah, but they're holding you. They don't want to lose you, and that's good. That's always good. Would you guys like to hear a conversation I had with one of our royals here? And the nature of this, so you all know, is that I was wondering what her land was like, where she lives. I wanted to know what was going on there. So I was speaking to the Queen of Devisserville, and here's how it went. It would be a delight. No, this was earlier though, okay. And Your Highness, if you have a moment, will you please describe to me the topography of your Devisserville? And she goes on, well, of course, it'll be my pleasure. My mansion stands upon a great, great hill, surrounded by grape trees. My people work very hard to bring me the best wines, fresh from those trees. My mansion is quite humble, if I say so myself. I have a fireplace and a cute dining area. But my favorite place in the building, by far, is the master bedroom. It has this huge, cozy bed, full of soft pillows and satin sheets. I could easily fit close to 10 people in there, but only lustful young girls and the most attractive older men. It's a delight to stay over, I assure you, my dear. The village itself is small. We have some pubs, some shops, for the necessities. But my favorite thing, by far, love, are the stretched out fields full of flowers and hidden hot springs. My people are steaming away there all day long, eating grapes, drinking wine, loving on each other. Shall I book you a ticket for the first flight over here? You're more than welcome, my boy. And that's what she said to me. And I will read you my response to her. If you can hear this, let's see. What is my response to her? Come on, my response to her. Your Majesty, I bow humbly before you. I am thrilled that you are so graciously described a true idyllic land, nay, life. I am very much interested in such an excursion. You need not be troubled by making arrangements. Just know that I will appear, and together with your highness, feast upon your assembled courtesans, drink the most wonderful wine, and consume a plentiful feast of venison and the best vegetables from earth. And on the morrow, we will again feast on the fresh, sweet, and moist, damp regions of your assembled nymphs. Then retire to the warm, steaming springs to be bathed by your voluptuous handmaidens. And I will forever be in your debt, and will reciprocate when you visit my plentiful land, your grace. Those are the words from the Queen of Devisserville herself. You know who the Queen of Devisserville is? Of course. Our lovely beau. And let's see, she says, oh, my boy, I must say, we'll have to make arrangements as soon as possible. My majestic body hasn't had an awful lot of tender touching over the past few weeks. I long for such an evening you just described so beautifully. My courtesans and wait anxiously upon your arrival. Their eyes are full of hunger that must be satisfied. I'll make sure I'll invite my most youthful and voluptuous nymphs. You won't be disappointed, I assure you, my dear. I responded, of course, as I only could, Your Highness, as the corona rages and consumes many. I will set sail at first light. I will bring with me plenty of men and my own pets that I'm sure will please you. Among them are the voluptuous ladies of Jodadi, Lady Clare, Lady Catherine of Cup, Her Grace Sarah, the Wench of Wales, the Princesses Whitney, Elizabeth of California, Victoria of New Amsterdam, Lady Sarin of the South, and the uncontrollable court jester and Princess Sanya of Atlanta. There are many, many others, of course, too many to mention. Soon, my love, soon I will be listening to the joyous sounds of lust, a tune I'm sure we agree will bring a smile to our collective faces. I must leave you now. I must leave the dream world and wake and speak to my assembled followers until we meet again. I am humbly the King of Jodadi, located in the subtropical climate of my mind. Having some fun. But I thought, I should do it more British, like, Your Majesty, I bow before you humbly. I'm thrilled. Oh, I'm thrilled to the bone. You so graciously describe this idyllic land, nay, life. I'm very interested in such an excursion. You need not be troubled, my dear. And we go on, and the chapters increase, and who knows what will happen. Yes, we long to visit the Netherlands. Yes, there's the Netherlands. And that was an excerpt from the book, According to the Queen of Aces. Was that Aces? I think it's Aces. I love that she says, my people work hard to bring me the best wines fresh from those trees. The mansion is quite humble. The fireplace, the cute dining area. But my favorite place in the building, by far, the master bedroom. It has this huge, cozy bed full of soft pillows and satin sheets. I could easily fit up to 10 people, provided, of course, lusty young girls are in the numbers. And only the most attractive older man. Quite interesting. I wonder the attractive older man takes up the space of 2 of the lustful young girls. What would happen then? Eating grapes, drinking wine, loving on each other. Shall I book you a ticket for the first flight over here? My lady, I'm not sure from what flights you speak. I bow humbly before you. I am thrilled that you so graciously described a truly idyllic land, nay, life that we all yearn for. I am very interested in such an excursion. You need not be troubled by making arrangements. Just know that I will appear, and together with your highness, feast upon your assembled courtesans, drink the most wonderful wine, and consume a plentiful feast of venison and the best vegetables your earth can provide. And on the morrow, we will feast in the fresh, sweet, and moist, damp regions of your assembled nymphs. Then retire to the warm springs to be bathed by your voluptuous handmaidens. And will forever be in your debt, I will. And will reciprocate, absolutely, when you visit my plentiful and humble land, Your Grace. I'm sure that will go on. Come to the rules of the kingdom. I like these, that many of the people, among them are the voluptuous ladies of Jeudadi. It's kind of some French names that we have here in the subtropical climates of my mind. Jeudadi, Lady Clare, Lady Catherine of Cup, Her Grace Sarah, the Wench of Wales, the Princesses Whitney, Elizabeth of California, Victoria of New Amsterdam, Lady Sarin of the South, and the uncontrollable court jester, Princess Sonia of Atlanta. Soon, my love, I will be listening to the joyous sounds of lust. A tune, I'm sure we agree, will bring a smile to our collective faces. I must leave now. I must leave the dream world and wait to speak to the assembled masses. Kathy, rules of the kingdom. We'll make this work, Kathy. No need to worry about having to come to de Visserville. It will happen in the blink of an eye, over and over again. Fear not. Do not worry. Do not worry. We rule the kingdom. The Queen of de Visserville, if she states, it will so be done. So yes, that'd be nice. It's a brochure on a medieval medieval, what is it? It's a travel agency. Oh, maybe you were looking for something else. You didn't want to just go lie on the beach? Here, let me tell you about this. Yes, you will have fun. I can almost hear the lustful groans of the labyrinth of his mind, of that is in my mind. There is no doubt it will bring the most satisfied smile to my face when I'm finally surrounded by all these steamy, voluptuous bodies grinding against each other, shivering at the touch of our hands. Leave, my sweet boy. I'll wave you goodbye till we meet again. Adieu. Fun, fun, fun. Till my daddy took the T-bird away. It's a shame Sarah wasn't here to see her title. Her Grace Sarah, the Wench of Wales. It's meant in a but she's like the ruler of Wales, but she's referred to from the other kingdom, the United Kingdom, as the Wench of Wales because she's such a hard ass. Except for some of us. Many, she's a dominatrix. The Wench of Wales. All wrapped up snugly in her leather. Her whips flailing, stinging, piercing, penetrating, glistening. And we're back. Okay. Okay, everybody, back to one. We'll start this over. No. It's an amazing thing, imagination, isn't it? Isn't it? Imagination, isn't it? It's Friday, isn't it? It's Friday, May 1st, isn't it? It's Mayday. Do you celebrate Mayday, any of you? I mean, have you ever? Were there Mayday celebrations? I believe there were. Mayday's a holiday. Isn't May 1st a holiday in some countries? But those would be working countries, and no one's working, so. She would carry it with grace. Imagination gets us through the quarantine. It's a bank holiday here. That's right, yeah. That's about it. A banker's holiday. I told you I went to the bank, had to have some documents notarized, and I had an appointment, and the guy there unlocked the bank. Called me by name. I never met him. And I went and sat in front of a lady at a desk. All right, now the tellers I went through this the other day, I think. All the tellers are encased in glass always, plexiglass or some bulletproof crap. But now, sitting at a desk where I could reach right around, is this plastic shield. Like if you're going to regurgitate like your, Linda Blair in The Exorcist, they're not going to get hit. But there's an opening underneath for them to pass the documents and pens and all. I think we're going a little bit overboard, actually. And how will you know if that's effective? You won't. I guess if no one becomes ill from going to work, that's one way of gauging it, but you don't know. It's kind of like insurance. You're paying it forward, but you may never use it. President Trump is going to have a return to work day at the Lincoln Memorial, which is good. So that's a good sign. A town hall at Lincoln Memorial on Sunday. I'm sure it will be televised. And it says, read this before stepping a foot into Walmart again. Actually, I don't go to Walmart. Let's see. But let's see what it says. A New York couple, a sweet couple, a New York couple believed to have died in murder-suicide, sad, accidentally killed themselves with a single bullet. So, first discovered, they thought it was a murder-suicide. So, you know, like maybe he shot the woman and then put a bullet through his head. But apparently it was a ricochet. A gun went off and went through her head and into his. Two birds with one stone, is it? I don't know if it's a real thing. Let's read on, shall we? Does it sound interesting to you? You know you like these news stories. Let's see if we can get this out. A New York couple believed to have died in a murder-suicide accidentally killed themselves with a single bullet. A New York engaged couple believed to have died in a murder-suicide, actually accidentally, with a single bullet. The bodies of Jonathan Fava, 25, and his 24-year-old fiancée, Kelly Lynn Bray, were discovered at their Long Island home on March 4th, shot dead. Police initially suspected one had killed the other than themselves. I don't know if that's right. But curiously, never revealed who shot whom. But after a statement from the couple's babysitter, who was minding their 18-month-old baby in the house on that night, she was in the house that night. Okay, I guess she called the police. I don't know. Discovered just a single bullet. The child wasn't harmed, but the police determined that they managed to kill themselves with one bullet. So I'm thinking that it was a Glock. I believe the semi-automatic Glock was not loaded. They had been drinking. This is a tragic event that underscores the dangers of alcohol while handling weapons. No kidding. Southampton. Wow. The investigation has concluded. The forensic evidence at the scene, interview with the individual who was present in the house, demonstrate that it was a single shot fired from the weapon that was covered from the scene that unfortunately passed through both victims. The police did not say who fired the fatal shot, but they are satisfied and neither death was intentional. They also did not say who owned the gun. It was unregistered and illegally owned. After the incident, police also recovered several more weapons from the house, including long guns and handguns, as well as bows and arrows. No history of domestic violence. However, in 2016, the man, Fava, was arrested for allegedly shooting at houses and animals and pulling over drivers with a gun. Okay, now that is a little bit perplexing. I mean, behavior, you can have the guns and all of those weapons, but I mean, it doesn't speak to motive, but it speaks to instability, let's say. When you're pulling people over with a handgun, first of all, who stops their car if someone is brandishing a handgun? I do not. As a matter of fact, I might just aim right at the person. So there's more to that story, although the police have closed the case, and I know you all are relieved. Wow, that's really sad, Kathy. Yeah, I don't know if you say why they would have. I have no clue what people are. Poor people don't really just, sometimes it just gets to be too much. What is that, life? Yes, or something like that. I believe it is, right? Yeah, of course. It's Tuesday, isn't it? No, it's Friday. Oh, all right, man. No wonder, it's Friday, isn't it? It's Friday, isn't it? All right, here I have, let me get that. Where's that news? I had more news. This just in. Discord. Odavisser. Sheeta. Sheeta, Sheeta, Sheeta. Here we go. All right. That's the news. Let's go back and find this. Congress calls on Bezos to testify about whether Amazon misled lawmakers. I went here because there was a story. There was a story. There was a story about Walmart and why you should or shouldn't shop there. I don't know. I have to watch this terrifying arrest video of a former player I used to cheer for. Not cheer for, I used to like. Anyway, so that concludes that. Really not much going on. Well, when are you guys opening up for the general public again, Kathy? Friday, isn't it? Yeah, Bo, were you referring to why that person would have all of those weapons? That is concerning. However, more so, I think, is the fact that they were, not they, he was arrested for pulling people over with a gun in his hand. That's terrible. Yes, life going on after this will be curious. Um, there are certain things that we will forever. I don't think shaking hands is going to be as popular as it once was. I mean, we always shake hands. I mean, I was raised that way. We're gentlemen. We shake hands. It's what we do. Um, but there's something to all of that, I guess. Really. Something to it. Yes, my stomach's growling. I have to eat. It's 12:10 in the afternoon. It's past lunchtime almost. Life is not going to be the same. Social distancing is going to be in place until the next year in the UK. I wonder if the royal family is sitting at the big large table. I went through their Buckingham Palace. I saw it. It was amazing how big it was. It was like lifestyles of the rich and famous. And you could sit like 100 people at the table. So now you would probably, every third seat, the royal family can sit. It's true, right? That anyone can buy a gun in the U.S. Well, anyone can buy a gun, yes. If you're not a felon or a former felon, you can buy one legally. If you have an arrest, a history of arrest, and certainly any gun violence, you're not supposed to, but you can still get guns. Because they still do not check everyone, I believe. Gun shows, for example, okay? At gun shows, unless they changed it, they may have recently, but I don't think it passed. Even after all the tragedies of mass killings, you can go to a gun show and you can purchase. It's as if you're selling art, right? It's, at a
county fair, but just for guns. You can go there on the table with, oh, I like this. What is it, Smith & Wesson? Yeah, good. How much of that? 400. Okay, I'll take it. Get it. Boom, and you're gone. I think now they have to take your name and address, but it can be bogus. I don't. Maybe they're supposed to take your ID. I'm not sure. I don't have any guns anymore. I never really had any handguns, but I've thought about getting one only because this is a crazy place where I live, and you never know what could happen. In Florida, many people carry guns legally. You're allowed to have them on your person, concealed even. And if somebody interferes with your space, threatens you in any way, you can shoot them. It's unbelievable. There's a story of a guy who actually got off, and this was unbelievable, from a crime I think he committed, but no. It was a road rage thing, allegedly. And I think the way it goes is, yes, so the guy comes up, there's a guy and a girl. I'm driving, girl's here, all right? And they had some sort of incident, and then this guy pulls up, right? And she looks over at him and says, it looks like he's pulling a gun or something. Looks like he has something, right? So he's coming up like this. The guy says, sit back, boom. Shoots past the girlfriend. Kills the guy. Scot-free. They set the scene, what happened, blah, blah, blah. Other people saw them raise them, and they thought they were being threatened because the guy came up and he was rolling down his window. The guy didn't take any chances. He killed him. I think, personally, that's murder. But, you know, he walked. Unbelievable. As far as I know, it's not thinking about allowing it to open up yet. New Jersey stay-at-home order is in effect until further notice. Oh, man. So the president, other countries, for example, the UK, and France, let's just say, pick a couple, the leadership dictates, I believe. Certainly in communist countries, the leadership dictates. Here, we want to let the states ideally run their own little governments. So, consequently, we have the president who wants to relax all these things, and then now we have governors that say not so fast. But see, what I think they're not realizing, people are really suffering not having their jobs. Unemployment was filed for, it's the highest it's ever been in this country. We had the lowest it had ever been, ever, from the beginning of whenever they kept those records here, like below 3% unemployment in our country. Now it's up to like 50-some% or more. It's half the country unemployed. It is ridiculous. And seemingly, you know, this virus is taking off. Now, it may come back, but hopefully our brainiacs will invent something that we can take. I mean, it's just sad. You know, I don't know. Now, Phil Murphy, isn't he the governor of New Jersey? I wouldn't even know where to buy a gun here, and there's so many restrictions. It's so scary to me that anyone could get their hands on it. Yes, I know. But you know, Bo, it doesn't matter what restrictions you put on guns. Criminals can always find them. See, those laws about background checks and all, they don't apply to criminals. Because a criminal, if they have a criminal record, cannot get what they want. So they're not going to try and fool anyone. They're just going to buy one. It's the people that legally buy them and then sell them to them. At a gun show, this is my opinion, at a gun show that sells them to, they don't care, you can give them a fake ID, there's a big disconnect there. you know. Even lower. What do you mean? Than the great? No, I mean we had unemployment was very, very low. Great Depression was very high, but it is high now. So not to the heights. I don't know that it breaks a record of all time. I mean, seemingly in modern times like now, if you take depression out of it, but unemployment is what I'm talking about. The unemployment rate was so low it was below 3%. Daniel, Daniel, behave, Daniel. Yes, Phil Murphy. Phil Murphy is a New Jersey governor. I never call you Daniel. I always call you Striper. I call Daniel Danny sometimes. Danny. Danny, don't worry. I can't stand this dark place. Remember The Great Escape, the movie The Great Escape? Charles Bronson played Danny. He was the tunneler. As we make it good. Okay, I digress. Sarah Miles. One day, it is social distance. The other, he tells us to do phases. Then tells states to be liberated. Then criticizes states that try to. Yeah, it's not easy, is it? We are all, yeah, maybe, and he's being advised, ill-advised at times, and I still believe that, but I would like to believe the states can rule themselves, but clearly they can't. That woman in, was it Michigan? Is going crazy. I don't know what's happening. Who knows? It's anarchy almost. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Even my mom calls you Striper. Well, that's his given name. When he was baptized, it was Striper. I think, Sarah, there will be, there will be books and books and classes will be given, and the way things are done will be so different from the way they happen now because we will be prepared. We need to take things back into our country and manufacture them. Make them so expensive to move manufacturing to another country, to certainly China, that they don't want to do that. We need those things here. We need to be prepared. And we need to, where this started, there needs to be restitution, in my opinion, from China. So you never get it from China. Well, we're getting more money now from them than we ever did. So I think if we grab them by the balls a little, we might do something. That's their date, June 10th. So that's that's when they are free to go out again, is June 10th, huh? What state is that, if you don't mind me asking? God, I am so hungry, my stomach. Inject some bleach. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. I think he's having too many meetings, listening to too many people, just coming up with shit that just is, crazy. But in fairness, no one has done anything. And there's not a whole lot that we don't hear these days. Yes, it would be Virginia. Oh, wow, Virginia, really? What state do you live in, Sarah? I used to live in Virginia. My sister still does. They're on lockdown. well, they make appointments. There's certain things that have to be done that get done business wise. But yeah, for the most part, you have to have a purpose going out. But in the UK, Claire told me the police will stop you. Mario told me so too in Italy. But here they don't do that. Of course, I'm in Florida, so it's the Wild West. You can just go, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. I mean, certain stores are not open, but you can go to the grocery store and traffic is really great. But it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. People need to work. A color phase system in Pennsylvania. On the 8th, they're going to see which counties can move to the next phase. A color phase. Let's see. We are doing a color phase system. On the 8th, they're going to see which counties can move to the next phase. So what is the optimum color? Green, that everything's a go? You need a form to go out in France. Please be. Phases being red, yellow, and green. Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Another PA girl. Yep, another PA girl. PA. I was stopped by the police buying bread, and it was a bit scary. They don't do that here. Here, people bitch at you if you're walking the wrong way down an aisle because suddenly they put arrows on the aisles to keep distancing. Yes, you know. People. Today, construction, golfing, private campgrounds can open. Okay. Of course, fishing. We must be able to feed the masses. Center County. Is Center County in Philadelphia? No, that's Center City, sorry. Bucks County. There's a Montgomery County there too, isn't there? Because there's a Montgomery County in Maryland, I know. Interesting. Bucks County. Bucks County, PA. So phases, red, yellow, and green. Still Ramrod. Ramrod. In LA, we're still under a stay-at-home order, but he closed the beaches again, right? Your governor, the handsome fellow, closed the beaches again, I believe, after he'd opened them. Same county as Penn State. Oh, yes, Penn State. That's State College, Pennsylvania, I believe. You live close to Kathy's grandpa's. How lovely. Oh, you can't go out on your own. I'll come walk you, dear. I can't walk these streets with my roommate because you have to pay 400 euros if they catch you with another person. What if you're in the same house? Right? What if you're my sister and we're walking? Who are you? I've got to show who I am. How come you have a different name? Because my sister's married. You know? I mean, it becomes a little difficult. So they just say, no, you cannot work with another person. Kathy and Carrie go shopping in each other's arms and people look at them. That's probably why Kathy had all the looks, correct? Social distancing, because they figure you guys can't read or something like that. And you don't, well, but I know you, Kath, you don't give a fuck. So, okay, we also have the ones that don't follow social distancing and get in your personal space. Yeah. I will admit, in the supermarket, when someone's there and they're blocking the fucking aisle, and I'll say, excuse me, they can't hear you or something, I get their attention. I'm just going to walk right by you, okay? Or I just walk by them anyway. Oh, in Louisiana, sorry. LA. When I see the capital L, capital A, I know that's Louisiana if we put it at the address, like state, you know, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But when I see LA, we always, you know, that happens, you know. My apologies. I love Louisiana. Yes, give me some crawfish etouffee. Mm-hmm. Anyway, um, wait a minute. Children can't hold their parents' hands across the street? You gotta be joking. This is ridiculous. I mean, that's just stupid. I mean, why would someone who is concerned about spreading the disease grab a child's hand at random? I mean, they wouldn't. That's my child. I'm going to make sure he or she is safe. Carrie and I were talking about our future. We now have the worst case scenario for our wedding. Close relatives at the ceremony. Everyone else join in through Skype or something. I'll wear a tuxedo on Skype. How's that? Will it be formal? Or do I have to wear a dark shirt, dark tie, and a hat in honor of both of you? Just in case they don't want large gatherings. You can't take children anywhere with you here, not even to play park. So you have to go play. You go play at the park for them. You swing, you have a great time swinging. Oh, Mommy had a great... Mommy, do tell me how the park was. Oh, the park was lovely. It was splendid. I was spinning around and I was swinging and it was like, oh, tell me again, was the breeze blowing your hair back, Mommy? Yes, it was. Oh, that would be sad, wouldn't it? Just elope, that's what I did. I've eloped before. Yeah, well, I forget how many times. All right, so that was great. It was great speaking with you. I loved our little storybook time visiting DeVisserville. It's a beautiful day outside. I can see the sun is shining bright. There are no clouds in the sky. It's perfect. People should be out having fun, enjoying life on this May Day. Instead of sending Maydays, warnings. Please, please, do not take your children to the parks. The parks are open, but do not take your children. Well, who else should go? You go. Report back to the children. Caution tape. Wow. Well, that's good with another adult anyway. That is interesting, Rod. I mean, gee whiz. Children not allowed in the stores or restaurants here in my town. I love to go on the swings. I know you do. You like hoists, we call those. In the business, we call them hoists, dear. Yes. We like to, let's bring level, let's bring her up. There it is. Good, perfect. Yes, at Claire, I'm sure you have one in your dungeon, I mean basement. My cousin wants to send her a picture of you. Yes, hello. But the glasses are weird. Here, let me put my real glasses on. There's without any glasses. My nom de plume. So nice to see you all. See how easy that is. These are for reading now. Okay. Striper, striper, striper. You know, I could send you a headshot. It'd be nicer, more professionally done. Parks and recreation. is on television. That's all you get, right? Oh, man. It will get better, folks. I'm sure it will. On the ceiling, you had a basket, did you? Oh, a basket. Oh, back in the day. My goodness. Yes, back in the day, mate. Back in the day, hoists and baskets and bundles and such. That's how we would already get. No more rhymes today, Joe. Bum 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 bum. All right, we'll shake it, oh baby. I'm going to sign off. I have a bit of work to do for tomorrow's broadcast. I want to make sure the systems are all go. We are not going Zoom. We're still on Skype, just so you know. I was on Bill Barney's last night. He was up on doing his concert. And I'm not sure, although I didn't hear him live, I heard his recordings. They were fine. But I'm not sure it was as good live. We strummed it as good live as it is on Skype, believe it or not. But I'm going to adjust the timbre and the gain. You all know the gain, right? To make sure it's correct. Because I'm getting a lot of different vibes on this thing. Sometimes it's deep. Sometimes it's deep in the morning. Sometimes it's deep in the morning. And if it's deep in the morning, that's when you'll know it. Right. Thank you for a lovely afternoon, Beau Devissa, the charming Beau. Starting today, you can dine al fresco, I see. And churches, as long as there's a social distancing in place. Well, that is not an issue with me. No. Social distancing in the church. As a matter of fact, I go over and beyond what the law is on that one. They don't want me walking near a church for fear it will cave in if I get too close. That's right. They do. I'm really good for the roofing business. I just walked by a church and I say, you guys want to repair that roof? We want to replace it. I poke my head inside and it comes tumbling down. Yes, you want to have the ceiling be able to handle it. It was a lovely, lovely afternoon indeed. Yes, the accent does make it believable, the entire story. Your Highness. Your Highness. I love how it's, oh my boy, Your Majesty, I bow humbly before you. I should say before thee. I'm thrilled that you have so graciously described your truly idyllic land, nay, life. I'm very much interested in such an excursion, as most of my subjects are. You need not be troubled, however, by making arrangements. Just know that I will appear, and together with you, Your Highness, feast upon your assembled courtesans, drink the most wonderful wine, and consume a plentiful feast of venison and the best vegetables your earth can provide. And on the morrow, we will again feast on the flesh and feast on the fresh, sweet, and moist, damp regions of our assembled nymphs. It's a feast on the flesh. That's a later date. That's on Halloween. We do that. Yeah, that's right. Halloween, isn't it? Yeah. Then retire to the warm, steaming springs to be bathed by your voluptuous maidens, handmaidens, or any maidens you can muster. And I will forever be in your debt, and will reciprocate, of course, when you visit my plentiful land, your grace. We should read it as a play. We should read it as a play tomorrow night. You can take a verse and I will take a verse. Well, of course, it will be my pleasure. My mansion stands up upon a great, great hill, surrounded by grape trees. My people work very hard to bring me the best wines from those trees. It is the trees, if not for the trees. But for me, the favorite place in the building, by far, is the master bedroom. It is it has a huge, cozy bed full of soft pillows and satin sheets. I could easily fit close to 10 people in there, but only lustful young girls and the most attractive older men are welcome there. It's a delightful stayover, I assure you, my dear. The village itself is small. We have some pubs, some shops for necessities, but my favorite thing, by far, love, are the stretched out fields, full of flowers and hidden hot springs. My people are steaming away there all day long, eating grapes, drinking wine, loving on each other. Shall I book you a ticket first flight out? You're more than welcome here, my boy. Your queen. Not just the queen, your queen. But your majesty. Oh, your majesty. Your highness, as the corona rages and consumes many, I will set sail at first light. I will bring with me plenty of men and my own pets that I'm sure will please you. Among them are the voluptuous ladies of Jedadi, Lady Claire, Lady Catherine of Cup, Her Grace Sarah, the Wench of Wales, Princess Whitney, Elizabeth of California, Victoria of New Amsterdam, Lady Sarin of the South, and the uncontrollable court jester and princess, Sania of Atlanta. Many, many others, of course. Soon, my love, soon, I will be listening to the joyous sounds of lust. A tune I'm sure will bring a smile to our collective faces. I must leave now. I must leave the dream world and wake to speak to the assembled followers. Until we meet again, I am humbly the king. I don't know if it can't. That's weird. It's almost it. I am the humble king of Jedadi, located in the subtropical climate of my mind. And that concludes today's sermon. How are there 2 dislikes already? Tough crowd. Oh, because you can rate these things. Reader's Theater. Claire, we're all so lonely here. We need some clarity. Where did Claire go? Or should we serve with clothes on this time? Really? What? She's become a bore, is it? Clothes? What? It's Tuesday, isn't it? All right, everyone. Please. Joe Daddy is forever satiated. So, Okay, I will see all of you So you don't have to worry about your diving. Everyone, please have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I will see many of you tomorrow night on the live we have entitled, and it will be on Skype, so you guys know how to get there. You just go down to the end of the street, turn right, you get Skype Avenue. We're at the end in a cul-de-sac. It's very private. Damp, 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 damp. In the damp, as we say. Have a great day and remain in the damp. Don't put a damper on it, just be in the damp. Everyone take care, have a great day, a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to all of you later. I'm sure.